Ow.
What is up, users of the Scary Baby channel? This is me, host Scary Baby. Of course, back with some more food review with the Chef Toaster. Say hi, Chef Toaster.
Never.
Okay, understandable. Well, let's hop right into the food. Now, if you look at the first thing, it's from a guy called Mr. Generous, but I found out by clicking on his profile, that's actually Conrad. It's Conrad. He's back. Let's look at his food. It's, once again, not that great of a picture, but his food doesn't look too bad.
Spaghetti, I think. I don't know.
It's spaghetti. I don't think that's spaghetti. It looks too long. It's too wide and flat to be spaghetti.
Yeah, some kind of pasta.
Yeah, it is some kind of pasta. I've seen that pasta. I've had that kind of pasta before. I haven't had
So
this
that
dish
was
before
definitely.
though.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I can see you got some Parmesan, I think,
Might be
happening
Parmesan.
on top.
Might be Parmesan. Might be Parmesan. We all know.
It might be,
What
there's
is
some,
that? Is that meat? What is that on the? You see that triangle? That's like right in front of your
yeah,
face.
why
I
you
mean,
gotta triangle in the food?
why you got a triangle in your food? Why you got a triangle in your pasta? What you
Why
doing?
you got a Amazon Prime package right behind you? Is this a shout out to Amazon Prime?
Hey yo, Conrad, you got Amazon Prime? You feel like following me on Twitch and Prime subbing?
Yeah, like,
Just kidding,
you know,
I
just,
can't do subs yet.
yeah, but if you wanna give us money, that's okay.
If you want to give us money, I'm
Yeah.
down.
So why are you forking your food though? I thought you learned from the last episode, Conrad.
Yeah, Conrad. What are you doing, Conrad?
And why you play messy? Why you got some pasta on your side? Why you got some sauce just like spread?
I, hey, wait, I don't think that's, okay, there's a tiny sauce splatter at the bottom, but like the one on the left that's sticking out, I think that's just a piece of pasta.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's
Uh,
just like why you got your pasta out, sticking out.
Why you got your pasta sticking out of your dish? Why don't you just keep it nice and cylindrical? Circular.
Cylindrical.
Cylindrical.
Cylindrical. So yeah, I don't know.
I
I
didn't
don't
even say
fucking know what you.
spherical. How did I was meant to say circular, and I said cylindrical.
Yeah, men's need to go back and learn his geometry. So I can see that we have mushrooms, and that's about it. Mushrooms, pasta, and some kind of cheese,
Some kind of
probably.
cheese, some kind of pasta, some kind of meat, I think.
We think.
We think.
We
I'm
don't.
just gonna call
We
it
don't know.
the triangle.
Yeah.
Mushrooms. Don't know what else is in there. I think that's some kind of
What?
seed. Is that a seed?
And again, what is this man's picture frame thing? Like, why is it square?
I don't know.
Like, is he
Conrad,
cropping stuff out? Because like, why is the things like
his
cropped out?
so Conrad, it looks nice. It's not the best picture. Don't know why you're cropping your pictures. That's what it looks like you're doing. Don't know why you've got all that messy mess. Your focus in your food. So like, I can't give you that high of a rating, but it doesn't look bad. So like, I'll give it a 6.5, 7.
I'll give it a 5, bump up to a 6 if you share some of the Amazon Prime thing with me
Okay,
here.
I'll give it a 6.5. Does we'll give it a 5. He's a bit more critical, whatever. We move on. Okay, now project.
Okay.
This person, we're gonna skip them because I realized while scrolling down to the bottom, because it put me at where I last was the last time I was in the channel. I scrolled down to the bottom. He posts this exact same food, just a different picture. So he probably just has the same food every day.
Can you tell he's British?
Can you tell he's British?
Moving on.
Wait, but they're reacting with the Polish flag. I think he might be Polish.
Can you tell he's white?
Can you tell he's all white? Okay. Yeah, so we're going to be skipping project because we've already reviewed his food or her food twice, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So we're going to be
Moving
skipping
on.
project from now on. Unless they post something different. Hey, Mr. Generous, Conrad, back. Burger for lunch, work, pog.
Olga.
Burger.
And yo, again, once again,
Burger.
why your picture
Okay.
in the
He can't
not good thing?
He can't be cropping it, right? It has the exact same dimensions every time.
Hey, then what is this man's phone?
I don't know.
Man's taking pictures on like a BlackBerry, but like with an extension to a really good camera that's also not that good.
He's taking his pictures with a flip phone.
Yeah, with the flip phone, but it has one of those attachable cameras to make the quality of the image better.
Yeah.
But you forgot to turn it
Okay.
on.
Anyway, let's judge the borgir. Um,
So I would judge the borgir if all of the borgir was in the picture, but no, some
is
of the
that
bun is.
bacon? I think he has bacon in that and an egg. I think I
Alright,
see bacon and
so
egg, and then
that's a
cheese.
crispy piece of bacon. That's a very crispy piece of bacon. Just saying,
Crispy
man's
bacon
kind
is
of
nice.
overcooked.
I mean, yeah, but people like. I actually okay. This is something weird about me, but I actually
Burnt
like
bacon is
bacon when
pizza.
it's slightly burnt.
Yeah, the entire thing is not. It can't be too burnt because guess what? Burnt bacon is salty. Well, all bacon is salty, but burnt
All
bacon
bacon
is
is
even more
salty.
salty.
Yeah.
So you want to have half burnt, half thing.
Mm.
There's a good ratio to color.
Yeah.
And Mans just forgot the ratio and was like, alright, flamethrower.
His chips look okay. If you look,
No, his chips look good.
if you cut his chips in
Kinda.
half, the right looks very nice. The left kinda.
Yeah.
And you see what I mean? On the left.
It's because Mans kept the skin on, I think.
Mm. I mean, the
So,
chips do still look good.
I mean, if you want to keep the skin on, I suggest making wedges.
Yeah. You're gonna keep the skin on, make wedges.
Yeah, that's just better. If you want to make these kind of things, the cut chips, then take the skin off. So yeah, as for the borgir, I suggest using a better quality bun because those are nice, right? But those are good buns, don't get me wrong. It's just you can make better. You know you can. So just get better buns, alright?
Yeah, but I think I
And
see a tiny bit of a beef patty at the bottom of the burger, so I'm assuming it's like
yeah, but
bacon,
also it
egg,
looks like some,
cheese, beef patty,
and it does look like there's some leaf thing, so lettuce,
lettuce,
kale,
bro.
maybe? I don't know. But yeah,
Why
so
would you
I'm
have
assuming,
lettuce with bacon and eggs?
yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe it's kale, but again, why would you have anything vegetable with bacon, egg, and beef?
Yeah, I
So
don't understand, but you know, it is what it is. He
yeah,
probably has onions in there. That'd be smart.
that would be good to have onions.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I think I need to teach this man how to make a good breakfast burger. So, y- uh, can you spare 2 minutes for me to explain good
This
breakfast
look.
burgers?
You say it looks like a breakfast burger, but if you look at what he said burger for lunch.
Man, okay, man just needs to learn how to make a good burger, but I'm not gonna explain that. That's
Okay,
a longer process.
explain breakfast burger. Explain breakfast burger.
Alright,
You
so the
have the time.
breakfast burger.
That's what
Yeah, so the breakfast
that's what this whole series is about.
teaching people. Alright,
Yeah.
equals. This is how you make a good breakfast burger. One, get some decent quality buns. You're waking up, this is the first thing you're eating. You gotta have some good quality buns. If you don't know how to make bread yourself, go to the baker's. Just get just don't buy store-bought stuff, right? Um, then for the eggs, yeah, actually we'll assemble this in order from bottom to top. Unconventional, yes, but it's alright. Um, so on the bottom, you usually want to have the sauces, not all of them. You want to kind of split it half and half. So what I would use is some kind of homemade ketchup. Now, if you're too lazy to actually make ketchup, which I am, you just take ketchup, add some honey mustard, and maybe some chili sauce, just a tad bit, give it a little bit more spice. Layer that on the bottom. Now, oh yeah, by the way, you want to toast the buns, but that'll happen after. So, put the hot sauce on the toasted buns. Then you want to add some caramelized onions. They are excellent. Uh, then you want to add the beef patty. Um, to do this, I suggest making your own beef patty. They're really simple to make. Just take some ground beef or whatever you want. I suggest using beef. It is probably the easiest one to work with if you're making patties. Yeah, so you're gonna take that. You're gonna put the amount that you want in a bowl. You're gonna put your seasoning. So I would use salt, pepper, white pepper specifically, and a little bit of my own original spice blend. Now, as for what that spice blend is, I'm not telling you. So I suggest you just use paprika and chilies. You should be fine. Um, then you mix that all up, and I like to add a singular egg to it. It's kind of a binding element, really. And then you add the egg, and then you mix the thing into the meat. You smush it into a patty. You don't want to. You can form a perfect circle if you want. I don't really care. It's a burger. Doesn't need to be perfect. Just make sure it's circular. Uh, put it onto a wide pan. It's preheated. Uh, to what temperature? I don't know. Hot enough. I'd say medium high is where you want it. Uh, put it there. Let it cook. You don't want the insides to be too red. You want the outside to be fully cooked and nice and crispy. The inside can be just a little red. You know, you want the medium rare patty. That's perfectly fine. Um, don't overcook your burger though. That's just a bad idea. And also don't undercook it, even though you won't get salmonella, you still wouldn't like it. So don't do that. Then moving on, bacon. You want it half burnt, half regular. Quite simple. Just cook your bacon. Now then, if you want a really, really good crisp on the bacon, what I do is I recommend brushing it with Coke, Coca-Cola specifically. Don't use actual Coke. Bad. Um, Now, why you do this? Not really so much for the flavor, it's just the sugar inside it really, really helps caramelize it. And I don't think a lot of you are willing to make sugar water, even though it's literally just putting sugar in water. But I feel like half of you are fucking lazy. So use Coke. Um, that'll just really caramelize it. Now, you don't really want to do this at the start. You want to let it cook so it's not raw, but you don't want to cook it to the point where it gets crispy. Once the bacon is cooked to the point where you could eat it and not die, but you still wouldn't serve it, then you brush it with a very thin layer, um, and that will give it a really really nice crisp taste on it. Then next up, the eggs. I personally like my eggs a little bit runny. It just kind of helps stuff work together. If you don't know how to cook an egg, I don't know why you're trying to make a burger in the first place, but I guess I'll teach you. So you want it on low. You want the heat on low. Make sure your pan is either non-stick or you oil it up pretty good, because for a runny egg, if that thing gets caught, your yolk's just gonna burst and it's gonna go. So to crack an egg, use a flat surface. People who say break it with a knife or break it on the side of a pan, you can, but don't. Uh, Pros, break it on a flat surface. Why? It's because when you crack an egg, you don't want the shell to shatter inside, breaking the yolk. So crack an egg, split it open outwards, and make sure you're close to the pan so the egg doesn't have too much travel, yeah, distance to travel and burst. And don't let the actual egg white of it spread. So you kind of want to keep it in a somewhat circular thing. I either recommend either using a shape form or just moving the pan so it doesn't move too much. And just what I like to do is I take a fork and I just poke the egg white so I can let the top layer ooze to the bottom so it gets a fully cooked thing without letting the yolk cook too much. Now you put that on top. Um, I like to just put a very, very small sprinkle of white pepper on it and then put the rest of your sauces, whatever sauces you want. Then put the last part of your bun that's toasted and you got a very, very nice breakfast burger.
Well, that was very, very nice explanation. I think everybody who watches this should know how to make a very nice breakfast burger now. If you don't, then you're kind of just dumb. Listen to instructions, please. It's very simple. Anyway, so what would you give this?
This one specifically,
Yep.
I'd give it a 6.
6?
Could be
Okay.
better.
Okay, okay. I'll give it a 6.1 because I'm the kind one here. Uh, project again.
Oh,
Skip that.
so Conrad again.
Okay, this one is a different. This one is a different ratio,
Yeah,
but
what
it's
do you do?
still weird. Wait, hold on. Wait, let me check something real quick. It might be as regular aspect ratio, just vertical instead of horizontal.
Not a yeah. Anyway,
Um,
now he messed up because um, I'm recently learning how to make wraps, and I've recently learned how to master making a wrap and burrito. So you
ah.
all got very bad timing, Conrad. Very bad
Oh
timing.
no, Conrad, I'm sorry for what's about to happen.
Yeah, so firstly, what is the meat that you are using? Because you don't got enough of it. Your cross section looks horrendous, so I don't know what you put inside of it. A lot of egg, not a lot of anything else. Um,
It's basically
why?
just an egg wrap at this point.
Yeah, you basically had scrambled eggs wrapped inside a wrap, and
Yeah,
I don't know why you do that. The least you can do is add some tomatoes or something, change up
yeah,
the flavor, change up the temperature.
yeah.
Uh, yeah. I don't know what you're doing there, mate. There's no sauce in there at all. And also, uh, can I quickly explain how to make some really delicious scrambled eggs?
Yeah, go ahead.
So to make really good scrambled eggs, I'm sure a lot of you know, you can't mess up scrambled eggs. If you do, I'm a bit concerned. But to make standard scrambled eggs, beat up an egg in a bowl, put it in a pan, scramble it. That's you can't fail there, unless your pan is very fucking hot. But don't do that. Now to make good scrambled eggs, this is what I recommend you doing. So to serve one person, two eggs per person. Put it inside a bowl. Add a bit of milk. Why? It just kind of increases the fluffiness of it, and nice color as well, and it makes it just a little bit more lighter in a way. It adds a nice creamy flavor, even if it's not creamy itself, but it enhances it. Then, you want to add some hot sauce. Why? It tastes fucking good. So add a bit of hot sauce to the eggs, then add a dash of soy sauce. Because I don't use salt, I use soy sauce. It just adds flavor. It also deepens the color a bit. Um, and I add a bit of chili flakes, and a sprinkle of paprika. Beat it up really well. Oh, and just for the information, guys, when you crack an egg and you want really smooth eggs, or you don't want like weird texture. In case you don't know, there's a little tiny cord membrane thingy on an egg. It's like a weird like it feels weird when you hold an egg in your if you were to crack an egg in your hand, everything is kind of liquidy except for the yolk, obviously. But then there's this one weird part where it's kind of like a cord. You want to take that out. Now, how you do that? You just kind of put the eggs through your finger, and it will eventually you will feel it. And once you do this enough, you'll get the hang of just knowing where it is. You just want to pull it out. It's not that hard. Try not to break the yolk, please. Once you pull it out, just chuck it. You don't need it. It'll just make the thing smoother. Then you beat it up really well because you're adding hot sauce, which is much more dense than the egg or the egg white, and it would create air bubbles. So you need to beat it up to the point where it is very, very smooth. And also it helps distribute the chili flakes as well, along with the other spices. Put it in the pan, medium low. Uh, Let it cook until you see the outer rim turning solid. Then you want to slowly scrape each part until it like you basically break the line of forming. So every time you see it somewhat getting hard, you want to break it so the liquid pours down. And then repeat this until you got your scrambled eggs. Make sure the pan is also non-stick or oiled up pretty well. Yeah.
Alright. So we talked about the wrap burrito, whatever. He has chips again. It kind of looks just like the Lost chips, which are pretty good.
Maybe cheese on the side, on top of it.
Yeah. So what
For
would you give this one?
uh, 5, 10 haunts it, add a lot more elements to it, add some different herbs. I could see that benefiting from some herbs in that. Maybe some chopped thyme or something. Uh, just really, you want to add something to change the flavor. Change the meat as well. It looks like you're using. Fuck, I don't even know what that is.
It
It's
kind
some
of
kind of
looks like the
processed meat.
inside. It kind of looks like the inside of the Viennas I have in my fridge, but I don't think those are
Yeah,
Viennas.
so it's basically it's basically processed meat,
Yeah.
and I don't really like processed meat to be honest. So that's a no in the first place. Um, and also add some cheese to it. When you're wrapping it, add some cheese, and then wrap it. You'll add a nice little melt to it. So yeah, that's 5, and I told you how to improve it. So lucky you.
5. I'm fine with that. And that is all we have time for, folks. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit like. If you really liked it, hit subscribe. If you do subscribe, turn on notifications so you're notified every time I upload shit. If you don't run, I'll see you in the next food review on the next Friday. Goodbye.
Me